Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more of My Next Life as a Villainess, continuing Rosie's. So, phew, that was a rough day. Feel that it's Monday. For me, not for you. I don't know if it is for you. I have no idea. After surviving Keith's lecture, I also had dinner. It's time for bed, so we all return to the bedroom. I lie on my bed, reviewing the events of the day in my mind. I didn't realize I met Rosie so long ago. What a surprise to meet him here again after all this time. But just who is Rosie anyway? He studied abroad in Sorcier in the past. He's an engineer and a pirate, but he also makes such unique inventions. And also, he's good friends with the pirate captain, Silva. Also, it should be you met him at the Royal Palace. He did admit he's on the same side as the pirates, but something feels off. Because Rosie doesn't seem like a pirate. He's not. He hired them. Though he did grab the other pirate's collar to yell at him. Right, because I'm in charge of you. I hired you. I own you. I'm in charge here. If Rosie's a pirate, maybe he does have something to do with the fan disc. Looking back, Rosie's got quite the handsome face. I wouldn't be surprised if he was a romanceable character. You know, that would be interesting, I wonder. But who exactly is Rosie? He's a good person. He's suspicious. I feel like he's a good person. He's a good person. We want to get points with him. Why would you say he's suspicious? Yeah, okay. I think he's a good guy. He's kind to boot. I'm sure that Rosie must have his own circumstances. He may be a pirate, but it's not as though we can't reach each other. That's why I think I can trust Rosie. Whatever. Nothing I can do but sleep on it. Or that was the plan, but because I was thinking so hard, I find myself far too awake to sleep. After a while, I give up and get out of bed. Am I not biting my shirt? I go out to the main room and find that Rosie's there. Katarina. Oh, Rosie, you're still here.
Oh, yeah, I was just doing some maintenance on my things.
When I look closer, I see Rosie working on various gadgets, including the board game we played today. His movements are gentle. It's obvious how important they are to him. Rosie catches me intently watching and responds awkwardly.
Anyway, I think you'll catch a cold if you stay dressed in that.
Oh, shoot! Rosie turns away stiffly, and I realize I left the room dressed only in a negligee. I mean, well, for the time period, like, it's still a nightgown. You're still covered up, but it's still thin, and he might catch a glimpse of ankle, and he might faint. Although, like, for anyone that saw us at the pool, they saw ankle! Always tells me that a lady should never be seen in public dressed like this. It's so funny, because it's like, this nightgown covers more than the bathing suits did. Oh, that's it.
Let me bring you something to wear over that. Here, have a seat.
Like, I can just go in and get a robe. I sit down on the sofa, and Rosie brings me a blanket, draping it over my shoulders.
Thank you. You're welcome. So what's wrong, Katarina? You can't sleep.
Oh, something like that.
Hold on a second.
I gloss over that I was up thinking about him. Rosie leaves the room and returns with a warm drink. Couldn't sleep because you keep me up. Could you imagine? First of all, she would never have the stones to say that. You know, but still. And definitely not in that way. Oh my god.
I've had sleeping trouble. Try this.
Huh? Thanks. Rosie brings the teacup over to me on the sofa, and I take a sip. It's calming and ever so slightly sweet. Oh, I've had this before.
It's alright. Your fever will be gone by the morning, and you'll feel all better.
Rosie's gentle voice replays in my mind. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist kissing my bird. He was just sitting there, and like, I glanced over and I saw him, and I just... Sometimes you just gotta kiss the bird, but I scared the crap out of him and I almost knocked him over. He was not prepared for the kiss attack, and he almost fell. Are you okay? I almost knocked you over. I'm very sorry that you have no balance. You have no balance. Oh, you're mad now. I'm sorry. You're just so cute. I love giving you kisses. I didn't know you were going to almost fall over. Why are you so stupid? Klutzy little thing. He's like, you knocked me over. You brutally smacked me. I gave you kisses. I'm sorry that you're so small. You're not that small. You're pretty chubby. Oh, you're so fluffy. I can't help it. I look at you and you're so fluffy and cute. And kissing you is all I can do because I can't bite you. Because that would just be you bite me. But like, it's cute aggression. I just want to bite you so hard. Bite you. You're so cute. Anyway, Rosie's gentle voice replays in my mind. I see. It really wasn't a dream. I was still half asleep at the time, so I don't quite remember what he said. But I can never forget this flavor. I, in my mind, at first read it as his flavor, and I was like, whoa, what? Were we making out with him and I didn't know? What I'm drinking right now is the same ginger tea that Rosie prepared for me when I was feverish. Boy, you were trying to pretend you weren't there, but now I know. It's delicious.
Well, it's good to hear.
Rosie's soft smile puts me at ease. As I slowly sip, the warmth spreads through my body, brings me relief. The warmth spreading through my body brings me relief. Sorry. He really is like a big brother. I'm always relaxed when I'm with Rosie. Oh, don't think of him as a big brother. He's in love with you. He's done so much for me. I can never bring myself to look at him as a pirate. And if it wasn't a dream that he nursed me back to health, that means he came there just to see me. I thought it was odd when Rosie said that Silva told him I collapsed, but he was so worried he came to see me. He must not have been able to tell me at the time. That's why he played dumb when he saved me from that creepy pirate. He helped me, not even expecting a thank you. When I realized that, my last lingering doubts about Rosie vanished like smoke. I feel grateful for Rosie's kindness as I take another sip. Rosie returns to maintaining the game and gizmos he brought with him. He's doing all this just so we won't be bored. There's a board game resembling chess, card games, books, and other intriguing toys, probably all from Quid. One catches my eye, so I set the teacup down on the table and pick it up. Hey, this looks kinda cool. It looks like a black turbine inside of a round, transparent piece of glass. Curious about how it works, I start to examine it. Rosie pauses his cleaning and leans toward me.
Interested in that?
Yeah? How do you use it?
Hold on just a second.
Rosie puts down his work and walks to the door. He then picks up one of the magic stones used to light the room.
You move it like this.
CG. When they fade to white, we do, and look how beautiful he is. Rosie sits next to me on the sofa and picks up the orb. It's just a profile, but he's so beautiful in profile. I sit and wonder as Rosie moves the shimmering magic stone toward the transparent orb. Oh. They really did a good job with her, too. Because, like, I mean, I know it's from an anime and a manga or whatever, but, like, you know, it's just because, like, sometimes Tomei heroines are just derpy looking, but she's so adorable, even when she's making, like, the giant saucer eyes face. Like this. It's adorable. It's perfect. I love it. It's like, goddamn, she's so adorable and cute. And sometimes really super pretty, and I love it. Like, right now, she's like, she's got the giant saucer eyes, but I love them. They work perfectly. You know? They're not the derpy eyes. It's not saucer-eyed McDerp face, where you're like, God damn it, I just want to smack those eyes off her face. Like, no, they're perfect. Like, her giant eyes are fucking perfect. And like, ugh. She's so fucking cute. And I say that as in that I'm staring at Rosie like, God damn, he's beautiful. Anyway. Hey, it's spinning! Wow, how does this work?
Only one side of the turbine is painted black. It's designed to start spinning when you shine a heated light on it. Seeing Sorcie's magic stones gave me the idea of trying to convert light energy into kinetic energy, and that led me to this.
Like, God, and he's so fucking smart. You need to put glasses on, because you're so much of a fucking nerd, and I love it. What? You made this, Rosie? On the ship?
Yeah, you never know what might happen on a ship, so I just...
Wow. Rosie, you could do anything. Not only can he make gummies, but he can also make amazing tools like this. Rozzy is really so talented. He's like, I can't make you fall in love with me. In this route, you can. Rozzy, you showed up, and you made me fall in love with you in every fucking route the moment you showed up. I borrow the magic stone and place it over the tool. The turbine starts to spin. Ow! It slows if I move it away and speeds up when I move it closer. This is so fun! I get carried away and start trying the magic stone at various angles. Then I hear a giggle. Then we zoom in closer to his beautiful face. I look up and Rozzy is squinting as if he's looking at something bright.
You're amazing, Katarina.
Huh? Why?
Because you always make me so happy.
I'm touching our face. I'm gonna die. God, I'm gonna die. I can't breathe. I don't know how I'm gonna breathe. Serious expression flashes momentarily on Rozzy's face, and then he reaches out and brushes his hand over my cheek. Oh, God, my chest hurts. I think I need someone to call 911. I'm having a heart attack. Oh, really, don't call 911. I'm okay. But, like, goddamn, it takes your breath away, and I can't. His calloused fingertips are ticklish. What's gotten into him? Maybe there's something stuck to my cheek. Maybe it was a piece of ginger from the tea. As I think that, Rozzy inches closer. Oh, someone's gonna fucking cock block us.
Say, Katarina, I always...
Yep. Suddenly, the door opens with a bang, and Rozzy jumps back with lightning-fast reflexes. Poor fucking Rozzy. You know, he was like, it was either going to say, I've always loved you, and he was inching closer for a kiss, and we always get kiss blocked. Who is it this time? Who do I have to throw off the ship? No. After I said, who do I have to throw off the ship, I was like, God damn it if it's fucking Mary. I knew it wasn't going to be Maria. Okay, just because, but I was like, the correlation that happened in my mind is because I was joking about punting Maria off the ship if she tried to steal any of my boyfriends. Like, I don't hate Maria, I'm just saying, I love the girl, but stay away from my boyfriends, okay? Because, like, territorial over here, right? But, like, she can have Nickel. I like him, it was a great route, but out of all of them, she can probably have Nickel. You know, I mean, I like Jordo too, but, like, I feel bad that we always leave him for other people. So if, like, he falls in love with Maria and then he's happy, that would make me feel better about abandoning him for everybody else. You know what I mean? But I don't know necessarily. You know what? Honestly, I would almost give you Alan too, and I love Alan. I don't think you can have Keith though, because he's kind of my brother, and we know I've got a weird brother king thing. So, like, less likely to give you Keith. Oddly. You can't touch Rozzy or Silva. None of those. But, like, negotiations are open for the other four. Okay. Just, you know, fine. We can negotiate. But just don't take them without my permission and without proper negotiations. We gotta sit down. We gotta hash it all out, okay? So, like, when I was thinking I gotta punt someone off the ship, I'm like, it's not gonna be Maria, but the next worst case scenario would be Mary, because then it would look like I'm an asshole punting my lady friends off the boats. But, of course, it's gotta be this bitch getting all defensive about her woman. Mary! Honestly, my first two thoughts were Keith or Mary. Because I was like, but I'm like, but Keith's been giving me a lecture and been up my ass this whole game, this whole route. So if he comes out, I'm like, listen, I love you, Keith, but I will punt your ass off this ship. One more fucking word out of you being a bitch in this route, and I will punt you off. I won't let Maria have you. I will punt you off the ship. I mean, I love you, but you are testing my patience. But the weird thing is that I was like, you might be the last one I'd give up to Maria, and I kind of forgot how much you were testing my patience in this route, so. But god damn it, Mary! Why? Why wouldn't you have your bitches back? Damn, girl!
Lady Mary, you were still awake. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you! I'm here because my intuition warned me of something dangerous afoot! For some reason, Mary glares at Rozzy. She then trots over and takes my hand. Hi, you gonna do this again? Yeah? I'm sitting with my knees up on my chair, and my bird has now climbed to my knee, and now he's like climbing on one knee, and then he climbs to the other, and then he climbs to my other knee, and then he sits and stares at me for a minute. Then he, did you think you're gonna get petted? Do I gotta pet you? Is that it? And now you're gonna jump to my other knee? You just gonna play knee hops? Oh yeah, you want to be petted. That's what it is. Okay, and then he's gonna bite me. He's gonna scream and bite me because he's got lots of pin feathers, and they bug him. But he's also like a cat. Pet me, stop it, asshole! Pet me, fuck you, bitch! And, basically rinse and repeat, so. Anyway, for some reason, Mary glares at Rosie. She then trots over and takes my hand. Mary... Well, I can't really be mad at her, to be fair, because we don't know we're in love with Rosie, so I can't be like, girl, simmer down, I'm in love with this man. I'm about to get some. Lady Katerina, are you unable to sleep? If so, how about we have a little chat? Thank you, Mary, but I'm fine. Rosie gave me a drink, and I'm feeling a bit sleepy now. I don't know if that was supposed to be a yawn, but it is one now. The warmth of the tea lingers, helping me feel a bit drowsy.
I'm glad to hear it helped.
Yeah, thanks, Rosie. Good night. I returned to the bedroom with Mary, following right behind. Oh, sorry, sweetie. We almost had a moment. Yawn. Well, good night, Mary. Oh, fuck. I tried to get past that fast. Stop yawning. Yes, good night, Lady Katerina. I'm glad nothing disturbing happened. The disturbing thing was you interrupting me possibly getting kissed and confessed to. As soon as I get into bed, I'm hit with another wave of sleepiness. Like, I can be mad at her, but Katerina's not going to be mad at her because Katerina has no clue that she loves Rosie, so. And clueless that Rosie's into her, so. Nothing happened. Nothing got interrupted in her mind, so. I drift into dreams, as comfortable as ever. Gonna dream about playing the game? Okay. When I open my eyes, I find myself in Atsu's body once more. Okay, no, alright. So, I asked about the poster. I know I asked about it a while ago. Oh yeah, you know what? It really is Fortune Lover, isn't it? It really actually says Fortune Lover on it. One of you guys pointed out in the comments, the poster is Fortune Lover, and I was like, well, okay, yeah. But, okay, so from where I'm sitting, leaning back, I can't read that. The distance. I have to lean extremely close. I have to lean forward on my TV, and then I can read it. But I probably, yeah. So, but I normally can't lean forward because the bird's sitting on me, so then I have to interrupt him. It's too small to see on my tiny little screen on my computer, the window for the game thing, but I can see it on my TV. It does have Fortune. Okay. Because I was like, what poster is that in the background? That was logical. That was a very logical leap that I should have been able to make, but I'm not bright. Okay. I think you might have said it's for My Next Life as a Villainess. Oh no, did you say Fortune Lover? I don't know, but it's for this game, basically, and it's, because that's Alan and Nickel, Keith, and Jordo. But to be fair, that doesn't really look like Alan. He looks, I can't figure out what other game it is, but he looks like a different character from a different game. But yeah, no, that absolutely is Keith, Jordo, and Nickel. Alan just doesn't look like Alan from that, and he's the one that stands out the most. To be fair, from how far back my vision is not the best. Leaning forward, I can tell that's Keith now, but I couldn't even see him on it, to be fair, from where I'm sitting. I could blame that for why I can't read sometimes. It's not that I sit that far away. I'm like 5 or 6 feet from my TV, which is pretty decently big. Is it a 36-inch TV? I want to say it's a pretty decent sized fucking TV. And I'm still like, I can't. Right now, literally leaning back, there's some pink squiggles. I can't tell that those were even words on that poster. So, yeah. It tells you how far ahead I am. I think you made that comment like a week ago or something, to be fair. But I also haven't been playing this until now, and then I just saw them the other day. Because I do read the comments, guys, don't worry. But not often. I don't go on like a daily basis or anything. I tend to do it maybe weekly, like when I'm uploading the videos for the week. But yeah, so it was actually kind of funny because it was like, oh, that poster's for this. And I was like, that's weird. And then I looked at what game we were playing and I'm like, wait, what? And I was like, poster in Atsu's room. And I'm like, is it? And I was like, okay, yeah, all right, okay. All right, I'm a little slow on the uptake. And thank you to whoever else pointed out that no, in the very beginning, the waiter that gave us the drink, we did not see a sprite for him. So no, I'm not dumb. The first time Silva popped up and I was like, wait, did I miss Silva the whole time? No, he wasn't there the first time through. Okay. All right. Because I was like, how dumb am I that I missed Silva? No, he wasn't there. He didn't have a sprite. So, not okay. Because I literally was like, I know I'm like dense sometimes, but like, how the fuck did I miss that? I didn't. Which also does explain too, because like, you know, obviously he's wearing the eye patch, but we've seen him without the eye patch, so he doesn't seem to need it. And that makes Atome Kitten's point out eye patch daddy, but not really make sense because yeah, he doesn't actually need it. I feel like I've pointed that out before, though that made sense. Anyway. Not the sharpest tool in the shed, guys. Anyway. When I open my eyes, I find myself in Atsu's body once more. Hey, maybe this is my chance to gather more information about the fan disc. I quickly take in my surroundings. Fortunately, Atsu's right in the middle of playing. Yes, I'm also happy to be with you like this. Wow, Maria looks cute in game too. She's an Atome game protagonist after all. I can't help but smile when I see how cute Maria is on the screen. No, I can't get distracted. I need to gather more info. The Maria I know isn't in a relationship, so the conditions are different than in game. Who knows what info might prove useful? Okay, so I feel like the whole concept of this game, right? We played an Atome game in our normal life, and then we died and woke up in the Villainess's body. You know, or like whatever type of a thing. This whole premise would have actually worked really well with like some like girlmance. And everybody like we get the friendship route with Elise, but I'm just saying, especially because like, oh my god, Maria's so cute, right? And like think of that premise that and then you pop in and instead of Katarina like accidentally the boys all fall in love with her and like whatever is Katarina's like, yeah, I'm gonna try to woo Maria because I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not saying I want that because like, listen, we have gay romance and it's like two beautiful boys. I'm into that. That works for me. That feels like home to me, okay? But like, I'm just not into lady romance. But it would have worked so fucking well in this. You know what I mean? You're like, I could actually see that. But then they would have had to have a Mary route, and it's actually kind of funnier that Mary is ever. Well, I mean, we got the kind of ending with her. She thinks we're in a lesbian relationship. We don't know that we're in one, but whatever. You know. But yeah. Would have worked so good with this premise. Especially because we're like, God, she's so cute! Like, then you just go into the game and you're like, trying not to get the Doom flags, and then you end up falling in love with the protagonist. Instead of, like, trying to, like, ruin her life. You know what I mean? Kind of fucking funny. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, we already read that. I keep my eyes peeled as I continue to watch. On screen, a smiling Maria's on a date with one of the romanceable characters. Who? How could anyone have seen that bad ending coming? Now I have to start all over again. Huh? Atsu, what did you say? I need more details on that bad end. I silently shout, but of course Atsu can't hear me. She continues to play. Oh, but if she's starting over, that means the villainous Katarina hasn't appeared yet. This way I can see the story from the start. I decide to focus on what's in front of me. Yeah, but she could get to the point where she's like, okay, hi, Atsu, you don't make... If you're playing the game blind, without using a guide, you don't save before every choice, just in case you make a choice, you're like, fuck, bad end, let me try to choose the other option. Shit, still got a bad end. I mean, I guess, but... I think it'd be more interesting, like, if she went to play and she's like, alright, here's where I made my bad choice, and then you know what choice not... You know what I mean? The game Maria has found what seems to be a telescope and is peering into it curiously. The sound of footsteps can be heard. Engineer in the game. Oh my god, is it Rozzy? Are we supposed to... You know what, I'm just going to read it like Rozzy because it's an engineer, so...
Oh, I'm sorry. This site's under repair right now, and...
Is he... Hey, that voice... Would it be... No, there's no doubt about it. That's Rozzy. Huh, but his name just says engineer, and there's no art for him either. Atsu, let me see that one more time! Check the backlog! Just once, please! I pray with all my might, but of course the unhearing Atsu doesn't answer my prayers. There will be no second chances. Well, here's the thing, right, though? Okay, so, all the other characters were from Fortune Lover, and they were romanceable characters for Maria, right? And this game, they introduced Silva as the new romanceable character, you know, or that was supposed to be like, this was originally a different end that they turned into a fan disc, right? For Maria. Well, okay, the pirate might have shown up, but maybe they were like, oh, now that we're making it into a fan disc, let's turn him into a romanceable character. Okay. Right? Rozzy then is the only character that was never, ever going to be romanceable by Maria. Because Maria never met him. Katarina's the only one that met him. She met him once when she was a kid. Maria has no clue. She's never met him before. So, in a way, he's our canon boyfriend. Because, like, I get it. Jordo is our fiance, but Jordo, this was all set up so that Maria could fall in love with Jordo. Maria could fall in love with Keith. Maria could fall in love with all of them, right? Maria's never met Rozzy whatsoever. Katarina met Rozzy. So, if Katarina was evil Katarina, right, in the, say, original timeline, she might have met Rozzy and been like, oh, whatever, scumbag, whatever, and, like, he goes off in his own little business, right? But we bumped our head, got our memories back, trying to be nice to people. We're nice to him. We hang out, like, whatever. He falls in love with us totally on his own. Never, ever met Maria. Maria, he's like, oh, your friend, right, now on the boat. So he is the only character that was ever in this universe that was never supposed to fall in love with Maria. So, like, she's confused by this. Like, that's weird. He's just engineer? Huh, yeah, because he wasn't a character designed to fall in love with Maria. He was just a background NPC that you happened to be nice to and changed the whole course of his life to fall in love with you. Like you did to everyone else, but everyone else you stole from Maria, technically. Rozzy's our one true love. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's actually kind of amazing. That's why he's not a romanceable character for Maria. He is the only one that we are not going to steal from her. And technically, probably it would have been Silva, but they went, oh, that was a cut ending. We're going to make a whole fan disc out of it. So they made Silva a romanceable character for Maria, where before he would have just been a character in a bad ending, in a doom ending. You know what I mean? So, anyway. Wait, he only had one line? And his name just said engineer. So he's a random NPC? Yeah. He's handsome enough to stand amongst the ranks of the romanceables, but if he doesn't even have a sprite, it's meaningless. So Rozzy's just an NPC. Maybe he is unrelated to the fan disc. An NPC, huh? Interesting. And just like that, Rozzy disappears without even a name. As a villainess myself, I can't help but feel a sense of kinship with him. Kind of interesting, though, that the way this is kind of playing out, exactly that. That's why he's never shown up. He's only tied to Katarina. And yet he's not the last route. That's Silva. Granted, I'd rather be an NPC than a villainess, always on the verge of meeting her doom. My thoughts wander as I continue to observe the game's progress in my dream. The next morning, in the end, I didn't get much new information from my dream. I simply wake up as usual. After getting dressed, I come out to the living room to find everyone already there. Yawn! Oh, I saw the word. Oh, good morning. Good morning, Katerina. Hey, it's not very ladylike to walk out here yawning like that. I can't help but yawn, Alan. Don't turn into Keith. Did you sleep well? Oh, yes, I slept like a baby. Why is everyone gathered here? Where else are we gonna gather? The only room we got. I'm confused to see the four of them gathered for serious conversation. I noticed Keith glance at the door. Heard a commotion outside and thought something might be happening. Ears to the door. From beyond the door, I can hear lots of footsteps and murmuring voices. Something is definitely up. Usually they bring a breakfast around this time, but that hasn't happened today. I hope nothing unfortunate has occurred. What's his name? And Frederick got out. Set and Frederick. Oh, breakfast! That's right! Well, Marquis Werder might be floating around too, we don't know. I rubbed the sleep from my eyes and came out here because I thought breakfast was arriving. As I bemoan this tragedy, the door opens.
Sorry to take so long with breakfast.
Rosie arrives in a rush and begins to skillfully set the table. But Silva, who's usually with him, is mysteriously absent. Rosie seems much more hurried than usual, and he makes to leave as soon as he finishes setting up.
Sorry, I have to go now.
Oh, you're not going to eat with us? I ask, since Rosie's been eating with us even yesterday. But he shakes his head.
I'd like to, but there's something urgent I must take care of today.
And did some sort of emergency occur?
There's no need to worry. Y'all should just sit tight.
Rosie smiles as if trying to reassure us, but in the next moment he hurries away. He's gone. What could the issue be? I don't know, but it'd be a waste to let the food go cold, so how about we eat first? Well, I suppose that's all we really can do. Agreed. Right, let's have breakfast then. I'm sorry, Nicole, I really am sorry for just being like, Maria can have it. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. Your route was actually beautiful. You were sweet and charming and adorable and precious. But, like, still. Listen, Rosie stole your thunder, I feel, a little bit. To be fair, it's negotiable, but I'd probably give away half of you to frickin' so Maria could be happy. She's not touching my pirate or my engineer. I'm just saying, those two absolutely don't touch them. Everyone else is kind of negotiable, alright? Like, although every character so far in this has been really great. We've had a great time. There's not really any route in particular. You know, sometimes you're like, I know the route was good, but I don't like this character. Like, Nickel definitely feels very cardboard in all the other routes. The poor thing. Again, I get why. But he turns it out in his route, and you're like, no, see, this is exactly why, because if you smile at me, I'm going to pass out, and I got enough problems with that, okay? Like, so, you know. I do feel bad for him, though, because then it was like, oh, we'll just throw in a weird other subplot thing with a witch that has really nothing to do with any of this. So it kind of just felt like they were like, I don't know what to do with him, which I kind of feel bad about. But at the same time, the story was really good. So, like, I don't know how to feel about it. Like, it was really good. It was really well written. I like the whole story, the plotline, everything about it was great, but it does almost feel like it was written for another game. You know what I mean? Like, he's a character from another game that somehow got fucking shoved in here. And you're like, you know? So I'm not sure if that was better for him or worse for him. I don't really know. You know? Anyway, we all sit down and start to eat, but it is memorable, though, to be fair. Because to be honest, I'm sitting there like, his route was memorable. I kind of forgot Alan's, to be honest. Well, we did just do Nickel's route more recently. Anyway. And the foods have been over-seasoned today, isn't it?
Spice is a little excessive. And maybe the cooks made a mistake while preparing it.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. I could really use some water. I don't know how to explain it, but the soup feels much more overpowering than usual. It's spicier as well, they just threw it together quicker. And even still, it tastes pretty good.
Perhaps they're short-handed in the kitchen because of whatever's happening outside.
Well, spice aside, it's still delicious. I just need a few extra glasses of water. I continue to eat and drink quietly, but the taste doesn't quite seem to match the others' palates as they stop eating after a few bites. If it doesn't suit them, it can't be helped. I decide to eat their shares too. I do what I must. That's what I contribute. Never ending stomach. In less than an hour, I have indigestion.
Sister. Katerina, are you alright?
I shake my head silently in response. It's become apparent that my gut has been overwhelmed by so much spice. Could you just imagine? Like, it's not just that, oh, we eat this food is spicy, but it doesn't agree with you. Because, like, everyone's had that instance, okay, where you eat something new or different, or it's a little too spicy or something, and you're like, oh, God. Right? Could you just imagine they're always, like, ragging on Katerina for being a glutton, whatever. It's not even that. It's just the fact that a lady in this time period is like, you better hope that you don't ever have stomach problems. Because, for God's sake, can you imagine how appalled everyone would be because you have to go poop? First of all, that you poop in general would just be offensive to them. But, like, if you have an upset stomach, so unladylike. Because you can fucking help how your bowels are working. You know what I mean? Oh, God. Oh. Jesus. And don't, like, and especially if it's your time of the month. And everything just upsets your stomach and you're like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like, oh, dear God. These men are so fucking judgy. Not my, well, I mean, to be fair, it is her fault for eating everything. Like, girl, still.
I warned you not to force yourself. In any case, it'd be better to let the ship's doctor check up on you.
I agree. Ugh, so much for my iron gut. Despite my non-stop round-trip flights to the bathroom, I'm not feeling any better. Oof. I clutch my gurgling stomach in a cold sweat. Jordo knocks on the door into the hall.
Excuse me, Katerina isn't feeling well, so I'd like to have her taken to the infirmary. What? Now of all times?
Of all times?
How bad is she? She overate and a large amount of spices caused her indigestion. We'd like the ship's doctor to take a look at her to prescribe stomach medicine. But... now's a bad time. We have to check with the boss. Wait, she does look real pale. I think it's better that they hurry.
Guards hurriedly whisper to each other, seeming agitated. But thanks to Keith and the others' adamant pleas, they eventually fold. Under the watchful eye of a pirate guard, I'm allowed to go to the infirmary. With Keith accompanying me, we arrive together at the infirmary. Could I have taken Mary instead?
There's even more people than before.
The beds are full, and there are even people lying on sofas. Oh, apologies for the crowding. So, are you two not feeling well?
No, it's just my sister who's feeling ill. She has indigestion from the breakfast this morning.
Oh my, this morning's breakfast did have a bit too much spice. Perhaps it was too much for someone from Sorcier.
Rather, I think she just overate.
Ugh, I can't deny that. When the others didn't finish, I ate it for them. I thought it'd be a shame to waste food, but it's possible I really went too far. Please have a seat on the sofa while you wait. The nurse urges me to sit down on a sofa. After a while, the ship's doctor comes over.
Thank you for waiting. If your stomachache is caused by irritants, take this medicine. You should see immediate improvement.
Thank you. The ship's doctor swiftly prepares the medicine for me. I remain seated on the sofa as I take the medicine with hot water. Just as the doctor said, after a while I feel much better. Phew, it's finally calmed down. Pepto-Bismol. There you go.
I can see the color in your face again. It seems like the medicine worked. So worried. So glad you're better.
Yeah, I thought I was done for. I felt just like it felt like a stomachache I had once after eating a mushroom I found in the garden. Anyway, I'm glad the medicine worked. That sounds like you ate a poison mushroom.
This is why I always tell you not to overeat.
Well, we don't ever get to eat Quiddian cuisine. It would be a shame not to eat it while I'm here. But I didn't think the infirmary would be this full. That's a lot of sick people. Hearing my mumbling, a nurse working nearby sighs quietly. There's been an increase in people who are reporting mental symptoms in addition to those with seasickness. I look around the infirmary. Seems like most of the people here are suffering from dizziness and headaches. The sachets. My head is spinning. I have a splitting headache. It's an odd case, isn't it? Even when they recover, as soon as they get back to their rooms, they start to feel ill again. It keeps happening over and over. Goodness, I must be going insane. I've not had a single moment to rest. Oh, wow. From the sound of it, it's a completely different issue from my stomachache. You look better now, so you're heading right back to your room.
What? Already?
See what's going on? Too bad for you, but all beds are full. There's nowhere for you to rest here. He's right. The infirmary's crowded enough as it is. It's better that I leave as soon as possible.
Your symptoms do seem to have calmed down, so maybe you'll be okay. Sister, how do you feel? Do you think you'll be alright?
Yeah, thanks to that medicine, I'm fine. My stomach's no longer gurgling, so it should be okay for me to head back.
Alright, say so, but I'm still a little worried.
Then let me give you some medicine to hold on to. If you have any more stomach problems, this should do the trick. Thank you very much. Thank you too for taking me to the infirmary. I thank the pirate that brought me here, but he looks worried about something. Yeah, it's alright. Anyway, you need to get back to your room. As we rush back to our cabin, I can't help but worry about everyone else. We're walking with the guard when suddenly the sound of panicked footsteps can be heard from all around. Hey, did you see him? No? Where is he? We gotta hurry! I wonder what exactly happened. I'm curious, but seeing how tense the guard is, it doesn't feel like we can make small talk, much less get any info out of him. When I turn to Keith, I see a bitter expression written across his face. Maybe he's realized something. The atmosphere is ominous as we arrive at our room. Everyone seems a bit restless. Nickel, Sophia, use your wind magic to spy. Somebody's question mark. Ooh, question mark is spying on us. It's probably Set, Ryle, or Frederick. I'm back, everyone! Lady Katerina and Lord Keith, welcome back! Lady Katerina! Oh, and Lord Keith, welcome back! I'm glad you're back. Are you feeling better now? Yeah, I took some medicine and rested, and I've made a full recovery after literally 5 minutes. See, that's good to hear, but be sure not to overeat from now on. Nah, I got medicine just in case.
Right. The situation, another visit to the infirmary may prove difficult.
What situation? That? The infirmary was really crowded. Pirates in the hallway were all rushing around, too. I tell them about the people getting sick again after returning to their rooms. When they hear it, they make curious expressions. They recover fine while at the infirmary, but relapse upon returning to their rooms. And it's completely separate from Katerina's stomachache. What the heck's causing it?
When I felt ill previously, I assumed it was seasickness, as the symptoms were similar.
But even after they recover and head back, they soon end up back in the infirmary with the same sickness. We can theorize that it's something that affects all the rooms.
But we're completely fine.
That's right. Maybe it's not the rooms after all, but it's too many people for it to be a coincidence. The nurses are overworked.
Then how about I assist the medical staff by healing with my light magic? Miss Campbell, you would do that?
No, that's my Maria. What an angel.
Yes, if I go to the infirmary, I may also be able to discover the cause of their illness. A good idea. Seeing the situation from multiple perspectives may lead us to a breakthrough. Radio! Unlike me, Maria might be able to figure out what's going on with everyone getting sick. Then let's go and ask for permission to go help out. Pirate's like, not again! Valiantly, we propose our offer to the guard, but we can't decide on that on our own. Ask Rosie when he brings you dinner. Rosian. Why did he stutter? Something about that feels off, but we resigned to wait for Rosie. Then, later that night, I want to help heal with your light magic. Yes, I've heard that the infirmary is currently overrun with patients. If I may, I'd like to assist with the matter. Rosie seems to think deeply about Maria's suggestion. I have already discovered this room, so it would be better to move. Oh, so perhaps it'd be better to move, but no, it could be safer where there are more people. Yeah. Rosie mumbles to himself for a while before nodding. They may have already discovered this room. That sounds like it's set in Frederick, and they're probably like, he must know that they're trying to kidnap her. Maybe. In that case, I appreciate the help. Honestly, the infirmary is short-staffed. I've been busy with odd jobs for them too. That's why I haven't been able to visit much recently. You mean the last day? Huh? Really? If you're that short-staffed, I can help out with some things tomorrow. Huh? Katarina, you will? Of course. I can't do specialist stuff like nurse work, but I can do stuff like laundry. Katarina, I'm doing laundry. Yeah, you can leave it to me. I'm good at washing things. I wash and maintain all the tools I need for my fields. When it comes to washing, I can confidently say I'm the best around. If so, then I'd like to help as well. I'm sure my water magic could be of use. I also wish to accompany Lady Katarina. My wind magic can help dry the laundry quickly. Yeah, thank you. It'll be a great help. If Katarina's going to the infirmary, then I must go as well to assist my fiancé. Then I'll have two. Huh? I thought you were taking your sweet time, but rather, it seems like they got you ensnared in their net, huh? Silva, well, it's just that they're offering to help with the infirmary. That place is already way past capacity, so there's no way you could fit in this whole lot. Oh, right. And we don't have enough guards to keep watch over all of them. I'm not about to allow such a big group to go. Who knows if the princes might suddenly decide to do something stupid. You don't trust us at all, I see. I mean, I just know what you're capable of. Still, it's true that the infirmary could use help. So if you want to help, well, how about limiting it to just Katerina and Maria? Oh, why? What about Mary and Sophia? Those ladies could be dangerous if they decide to use their magic. If they wanted to, they could cause quite the mess. In other words, Maria's a healer and my magic sucks, so it's safe to let us out? How rude! We would only use our magic against you if Lady Katerina were in danger. Otherwise, we'd hardly be an issue. Yes, I promise to only use magic to dry laundry and protect Lady Katerina. And Mary. We need to protect her. Still. Look, even Silva's like, oh, I'm being ganged up on by these bitches. It'll be fine. The two of them aren't going to get reckless and hurt people. They're only coming along to help. Silva's eyes squint suspiciously. He still isn't sure if he can trust us. I wouldn't be either. Rosie places his hand on Silva's shoulder. At this rate, the nurses will reach their limit. I'll take responsibility, so we should accept their offer. Silva stares at Rosie for a moment before relenting. He nods begrudgingly. Well, you're not wrong there. We don't have time to waste. Somehow it doesn't feel like an underling placating his captain, but more like a big brother reprimanding his little brother. As the captain, Silva should be the one in charge, right? Why does it feel like Rosie is the one with the power here? Because he's the one with the money who's paying the pirate captain.
The woman, money talks. In the Fortune Lover fan disc, Rosie was just a nameless NPC. Silva's the supposed secret romanceable character, and Rosie's no one important. So what's happening in here? What's happening here?
All right, then you 4 girls will come to help out. Of course, if you change your mind, you can always just stay here.
Maria shakes her head.
Dear people in need, so I cannot rest.
That's right. This is who Maria is. I can't help but smile hearing those words that are so in character for her. Yeah, I also saw how busy it was at the infirmary. I'll definitely help out.
Well, thank you. And then can I ask the 4 of you to come to the infirmary starting tomorrow?
Of course.
You can count on us.
And so, the next day, Maria, Mary, Sophia, and I head to the infirmary. Girl time! Don't you think there's a lot of guards? In addition to Rosie, there are several pirates who surround us. All of them look tense as they observe the surroundings.
Well, sorry if it feels a bit constrained.
I think Set and Frederick might be loose, because he's like, they might have already found this. Like, I think he's worried, like, he might know. First of all, obviously, he knows about the prison, the cage room, and so I think he hired the pirates to save Napas. Okay. So that whoever is trying to kidnap and sell us doesn't do it. But I don't know if, because even though Marquis Werder wanted to sell everybody, he's not strong enough really to fight off pirates and do whatever, where you need a ton of guards. I wouldn't worry about him in that regard, but Frederick is dangerous. And if Set and Frederick, we know that they're after Maria. So the fact that Rosie popped in and Maria was like, hey, I can go help. And he's like, yeah, they might have found this room and maybe it'd be safer with other people. And like, it sounds like he's thinking about her safety. Like, so it seems like it's more Set and Frederick we need to worry about right now. You know what I mean? I don't mind, but I look over and see that Rosie's also holding a sword. Seeing him armed feels a little ominous. Also, just saying. What are they so on guard for? They don't seem concerned that we might run away. It's more like they're on watch for something else. I try to speculate why, but just as we're about to arrive at the infirmary, we find out. Yep. Gah! I hear a sudden groan and one of the guards collapses to the ground. Huh? I immediately turn to find someone I would have never expected. Told you, Set and Frederick. Well, at least this time it's Frederick, but a light magic user as well as one of water and one of wind. You too. I'm here to take you into protective custody. Come. Protective? He sure doesn't look protective. And it's odd the way he calls us by magic types rather than by name. His callous attitude causes me to back away, and Rosie stands between us. Rosie with the sword. Hell yeah. I love it. Look at him. Look at that determinedly little mad face. Oh, I love you. I'll let you get back. Shh, don't interfere. Frederick swings his sword at Rosie. Rosie draws his blade to deflect the attack and glances at the other pirates.
He should be completely exhausted, but he can still move like this. Go get Silva, now!
Right! One of the pirates hurries off, but Frederick deftly flicks a knife in his direction. Not so fast! Gah! The knife stabs the pirate in the shoulder and he falls to the ground. Frederick's eyes are cold and ruthless. A chill runs through my body. It's like there's no emotion in his eyes at all. Like he's lifeless. Is he really here to help us? Something is definitely wrong. Possessed. Well, there was no... Okay. Ah! Huh? Suddenly, something explodes. We huddle together, eyes wide. I mean, this is just getting way more dramatic. You knew, okay, it was probably Set and Frederick or whatever running around. So now we know it's Frederick, and then there's an explosion. You're like, damn. With so much happening at once, the confusion becomes paralyzing.
I thought all the planted explosives had been retrieved.
Planted explosives? Wasn't that one just now really close? I look up in surprise to see fire spreading from the other end of the hall. Mary? The flames are approaching the unconscious pirate who'd been hit with the knife. This is bad. At this rate, that guy will burn to death. Maria, please help me out. Right, Lady Katerina. I'll help too.
Wait, stay close to me.
Oh, no, you don't. Yeah. While Rosie and Frederick continue to duel, we run over and begin to drag the pirate by his feet. As soon as we're clear of the fire, Maria begins to cast healing magic. Mary, you have water magic. Put it out. I can see her magic working before me. All right, it should be fine now. Huh? Suddenly, Sophia falls to the ground. I look up in surprise, and it's Frederick. He was just fighting Rosie a moment ago.
Get away from him!
I hear Rosie cry out. Frederick must have defeated him. Crumpled on the floor, he shouts desperately at me. Oh, Rosie, you were supposed to be able to defend us. Maybe not as good at Silva, but I'm just saying, like, oh, poor thing. Can't protect a thing. Lie there and watch. Rosie clenches his teeth and tries to stand as Frederick strikes the back of Mary's neck with a chop. Mary! Sophia! How did Frederick knock those two out? What's going on here?
Things have strayed far from the plan, but nonetheless our basic objectives have been achieved.
Huh? This voice. From out of nowhere, Set appears behind Maria. Lady Katerina! Set places a handkerchief over Maria's mouth, stifling her words. A moment later, she loses consciousness. I feel my blood boiling. This is where we wish we had something better than Earth Bump. What did you do to Maria? I can't comprehend any of this, but I know I'm not about to let someone hurt Maria. I have to save her. But just as I move to run to Maria, my mouth is also covered with a handkerchief. A sickly sweet smell pierces my nose. What? Who is it? Probably Frederick.
It's all of them this time! You know what? Bravo game. Because I was like, which plot line are we getting? We're getting the whole thing. The whole fucking plot line.
Okay, because we knew about Ryle, and we knew that he was, like, planning to kidnap all, like, sell all the rich people, but he's like, I don't know who my partner is, whatever, the secret partner. We were like, it's probably Set, right? But they've never really, like, Set's probably popped in at the little end and been, okay, we know he's evil, wants to kidnap Maria. Either Ryle is lying the whole time about not knowing, or he really didn't know that Set was his partner. You know what I mean? But now they're all working together, so the knots are all coming together. Good. Well, I'm curious as to what the hell's going to go on in Silva's route, but, like, whatever. I struggle in the person's grip and catch a glimpse of Ryle. Why is Ryle? But before I can finish that thought, my vision blurs and my body goes limp. I mean, he is the one that came up with chloroform, so.
Katerina! Lord Rosian, please stay calm. Extinguishing the fire and evacuating takes higher priority.
See, they just called him Lord. She's gonna be like, did they call him Lord?
No! Katerina! Katerina!
Oh my god, I love it! Somewhere, Rosie's calling me. My consciousness fades. Oh! Next chapter! This is the perfect place to end. Chapter 5. The truth of Rosie. Oh! Because we know he's a lord. I told you! What have I been saying? What have I been saying? The truth about Rosie. He is a rich motherfucker who found out about this plot and decided to hire the pirates to save Nappas. And he rich as fuck. I mean, I think from the very beginning it was like, is he on the side of the pirates or whatever? And then it was when we walked in the one time, we were in the infirmary and they're like, look, I mean, Rosie engineer dude. And you're like, were they about to call him Lord? Yes. Yes. And here we go. So, yeah, I mean, listen, it's not really a surprise, but I'm so glad we're finally going to get the whole reveal and I want to know everything. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.